sentry ward right on top of Mineski's current position.
I mean, if he gets caught by Jules on the Ogre, he's dead.
Yep, and they throw it down now, but it's a little bit too little too late. But it means they can contest for top rank.
I think he managed to trick them though, because he showed himself twice. And
disruption, highlight die, wanting to find the trigger off the dust. Now is Jules dropping down very, very low. But will it be enough? Puppy's actually in more trouble. Can't go either. It's another 3 seconds. Mineski will spill first blood after Team Secret were the instigators.
Yeah, I was quite surprised the Morphling and Timbersaw farm. This game would be really good for Mineski. Disruption.
There's not much of a follow-up. MP's nearby, but with the Lucent Beam and the Custom Bait Illusions, Ninjabuki trying to create space, but one more attack. They've got it from the Illusions. Team Secret will level up at 1 apiece, but it's just the support for Mineski on the safe lane.
Yep, Mineski is still getting farm on all their lanes, despite giving up the kill.
They're gearing up. They're actually here for mid one. Try and slow him down. Sunstrike pretty much on the mark. Hit down Jules mid one. He's a little bit more alive. Can't make it to the trees in time. But Meracle is in very deep. Puppy with the extra slow from the open venom. Meracle strength morphing up.
Doesn't need too much support. Look at this Timber here, running into the Shadow Demon, having the 2 points in reactive armor.
You just don't care. You can just creep skip it out.
I mean, he has a 4-man shield.
Maybe he could be a little bit more
There's a
cautious.
Sunstrike though, he has to be careful. There's Sunstrike plus a Lucent Beam, he might go down here.
They just need to slow him down again, like maybe if you got enough for another disruption in a second.
He cancelled the south.
Oh, okay, you're in trouble. Into the corners, there goes your Lucent Beam.
Yeah,
wait for the target, Puppy's moving into position as well. Raging Potato moving into the Sunstrike. Mid one right on the money. Puppy kept the slow there.
I mean, you can't play that aggressive against an Invoker when that's...
This looks good, but his net worth should also reflect something close, but maybe not so much.
Yeah, I would still say that Nyx is doing a really good job here. He's one creep out Ravage onto the next Sunstrike. Great usage of the Sunstrike here. Like Secret so far in all the group games have been really, really good at using Sunstrike to get many kills. He's already gotten enough, in my opinion. Arcane Boots and 800 gold levels. You can start stacking Ancients for him if you want to. Bottom lane, Puppy is here, coming into RR.
Yeah, RR still has his Vendetta plus Spike Carapace and MP needs to move back.
He has to be really, really careful. And Jules on the Ogre coming into the lane to help him get this kill.
Are they going to commit underneath the tower,
Oh,
knowing the Bounty Hunter? Okay, he moves up, and Puppy gets hit by Vendetta with the dust on him. There's nowhere to really hide. Lucent Beam damage from MP will keep RR nice and low. The Sunstrike's not coming down just yet.
Yeah, not enough for the kill there. As long as he's getting levels, and because Mineski ganked him previously with the CM and the Ogre, so I think based on what happened in the laning phase, I think he's in a pretty understandable position. And Disruption coming into the Luna, the Morphling here in the mid lane, but he has a Replicate to get out.
Yep. We also get a little bit more distance here by actually getting the Frostbite on Puppy, but Puppy's got Invis. It's not going to happen.
No detection on the CM, so he's fine. And top lane, they move the Tide all the way up here.
Bottom lane, they let the Eclipse go. Spike Carapace unable to protect you from this. So Luna gets the kill on the big Nyx off laner from Mineski.
Yep, they have a sentry behind. It's more important than the Ogre getting his ultimate.
Considering Crystal Bane is just going to become food at the end of the day. There's too many easy ways to catch her out, even if Puppy can start getting solo kills.
KheZu.
Are they actually diving on top?
There's one more Whirling Death here.
He's still got his Ravage available, but using that defensively to chain in. Unable to TP out in time, Raging Potato finds the kill.
This is the lane that Secret were kind of trying to avoid the Tide against the Timber lane, but unfortunately because MP didn't really get much farm at top, so they have no choice but to sacrifice him bottom lane.
Yeah, they're moving on to MP, Paladine with a defensive disruption, so multiple Lunas to work with. MP makes a break for the tree lines, but also Ninjabuki and the Timbersaw. Mineski are moving down in force, a 4-man maneuver.
Yep, they're
and
still chasing.
All they got is a bounty and an SC to defend.
That was very, very good movement by Mineski as a team there, especially from the Timbersaw. Right after he gets the kill at top, TP's bottom when the CM is already there. Like the movement and the coordination was really good. Dust onto Puppy.
Can they keep him controlled long enough? RR's moving over. Jules is looking for the body block. Puppy, obviously Invis doesn't help. Naya's the extra slow from the dust. And Sunstrike was only going to be a little bit of chip harassment damage. Puppy was definitely dead.
Yeah, he was kind of hoping that.
But all they find is Ninjabuki. Actually, they don't see him.
They
it's nighttime. They came so close. So Raging Potato, he'll be the one on the front lines. And with the extra stun, the Timber Chain not connecting. Raging Potato, he's surrounded by so many. They commit the Ravage as well. Maybe a little unnecessary, but a kill is a kill.
I think he was like probably yelling, like I think mainly mid-one was yelling at him, just drop the Ravage, because he placed his Sunstrike immediately, expecting the Ravage to come. And KheZu was like, I don't think we need Ravage for this kill, but Then in the end, they just chose to secure the kill. Because there was still disruption to cancel his Timber chain there. So there were still spells to keep the Timber in check. Paladai going to get scouted out by the ward here by Ninja Boogie.
And this is the downside of activating a huge ability like Rampage. Now Mineski feel very confident to move forward and find pickups, like even underneath tier 2 towers, chasing after SDs.
Yep. Very, very good move there by Mineski. Right after the Ravage being committed on that kill onto the Timbersaw. Even though it was a core kill, but I don't think it was worth it blowing the Ravage for that kill.
Yeah.
RR here, gonna scout 2 heroes.
Timber chain over. Poppy can't really cancel this, however. Shuriken Toss actually ends up stunning him, so he gets caught by the Spike Carapace.
No dust.
But then back into Invis. Now they bring in the Eclipse. But where's the extra tank? Raging Potatoes already back inside the lane. Shuriken Toss bouncing around thanks to the track.
Carapace.
It did some good work, but not enough. Raging Potato, now in comes KheZu, looking to mop up the end pieces. Poppy is still somehow alive after he was the one that potentially was the one initiated on. They get this done. The Centaur is there. It was meant for farming.
Oh,
now
Puppy's
it's
going
designed
down.
for it to be a killer. Mineski will lose 3. Crystal Maiden, Ninja Boogie, trying to let it go at the moment. Needs more damage. It's just a level 1, and it ain't enough. KheZu finds a triple kill on the Tidehunter, now containing more net worth. Yeah, you're dead. Again, really good sentry positioning from Mineski. They're looking for Puppy's movement.
Yep, both of the teams are really good at their tight. They really need to get an advantage here.
Well, they find one.
Oh,
It's Nyx
RR.
Assassin. Just sitting in the trees. They don't know. Now the poison comes out. They get the stun off. So RR will lose his life, but this was a 5-man smoke maneuver from Team Secret.
I think it was still okay for Mineski there. Losing, like, the Nyx is supposed to do stuff like this. He's gonna find Invoker here.
Radiant structures are
Up on top, at the same time that push is happening on bottom, so
it
make
does.
a choice. There goes the dust. You got Cole feeded up. Now in comes the Timbersaw. Sharkraman just slicing mid one up with the neutral. The Statter spoils the party.
bottom lane,
now
bottom
to the
lane.
bottom lane with the Eclipse going off. It's Mineski who are on the run. They'll lose the Crystal Maiden quickly. No other stun. Oh, yes, there is. The Lucent Beam cancelling Jules' TP, so he'll drop with the bigger prize. It's Miracle. If they can claim it, Ravage has already been committed. They can keep the...
They need to remove all these towers off the map. Smoke here by Secret. They really need to use their Ravage.
Oh, they find an opening. It's going to be Timbersaw in the midst. They start with the track into a
Ravage.
Shuriken Toss. Where's the extra help? Here comes your Ravage, combining up with the Eclipse, but the damage isn't enough. Now they can move in. Ninja Boogie lets it go.
Oh,
Team
CM
Secret!
ulti.
They're caught flat-footed underneath the tier 1 tower. KheZu's going to go down to Potato, and they're chasing Pylite Die. There's a Morphling Wave from him, more than enough damage to kill him. Ninja Boogie was actually almost dying to the illusions, but they're looking
you
for a
guys
full
save
team
your
wipe.
support?
They're after mid one. The Crystal Maiden's gone down. Supports are given no love. Mid one will TP out.
Come on, Toby. CM won them that fight.
You even got Tidehunter trying to build a refresher off you, so there's no follow-up to the big AoE stun. He's
Oh.
now trying to get
You
two
talk
Ravages.
about the refresher, but it's, you know...
Oh, Mineski, they're slipping in. They're going to find Pylite Die. Straight stun, SD. He did not deserve that. But either way, that's a very quick death. This will allow the Dire Creep Wave to enter in through the bottom.
This is really, really bad for Secret. They need to find a combination with the Ravage plus the Luna ultimate.
Well, Ramage is up, but KheZu can't get in close enough at the moment. Trying to harass Jules out, but there's your pop. Bounty on staying alive. Nyx with a stun, but now he's in pretty deep. The double chakrams from Reggie Potato, slicing up the captain of Team Secret. While Miracle's doing the work, they're bringing down this mid-rack.
Mineski is doing it, Toby. They're gonna get the second lane of Rax here with the Morphling hammering down.
They did just lose the Aegis Immortal, however, so keep this in mind.
Oh,
the
Eclipse
will start, but it's so far out of range. Miracle jumps in, wipes out the Luna.
I mean, that's the Rax. There's
This
no way Secret's gonna defend this Rax here.
They may even just go for tier 4, so that's 50 seconds without the Luna. You don't have your primary source of damage on the field.
Yep, but they
You
do
do
not.
have Ravage available, however.
They do not have information that Luna doesn't have buyback. That's the privilege we have here. So Mineski gonna play it safe. They're worried about the Ravage plus buyback from Luna. So they're gonna back off here. I mean, they already got 2 sets.
Reveal his position on the other side of the tree line.
Yep, and Gem is on RR here. So Mineski the first ones to get the Gem after securing the Rax.
What a
Dust.
perfect time to have it. They're going to find Puppy sitting in the trees. They commit the dust as well. So
I mean,
Puppy's down to
Highlight
45
Die.
seconds, and
He's gonna get a
Pylite will
call
join
out.
him. Stuns will miss. Your Scepter up.
This game is more or less
It's-
really close to over for Secret.
Yeah. The bag is opening. It's just not in it just yet.
They only have like 1 shot at defending this. They need to use the Ravage, but plus the Eclipse. But Eclipse is 50 seconds off cooldown.
Oh, look at the jumping. Raging Potatoes just trying to keep Team Secret inside their fountain. He's a little bit too close, however. The Sunstrike's on the mark, and the damage will be enough. There's a lot of money coming into the Luna.
Just Raging Potato things, diving the enemy fountain.
Remember, with this push coming in from Mineski, they have to actually get something more than just tier 4 towers, or else Team Secret,
I think
they got a lot of money
They just
back.
need to back off right now. They just need to back off and wait for the Timber to revive. There's no need for them to do anything risky. This game is in their hands.
in trouble. KheZu
Oh,
wants to commit.
Ravage.
Ravage will fly out, hits an success on the back lines. Morphling, waveforms out, plus the 4-star. They get Miracle away to safety. Now there's no big ultimate. The Tornado also very minimal. And a lot of points have been waxed, but Jules have to be the sacrificial lamb. These are track kills going the way of Team Secret. Not to mention the big cores did go down. They won't find much more unless they can pick up. Yeah, they're going to find Ninja Boogie. Poisons are flying, Mineski away to fight, and now Ninja Boogie.
Oh,
Let's the
stun!
ulti go, the double stun from RR. They can't keep the ulti going from Ninja Boogie, but it won't matter. The two supports from Team Secret, they were the ones chasing this. Now mid one is brought into a battle, not of his doing. Mineski will find more kills. Secret do have buybacks, so they will try and hold the line.
They're gonna try, but they don't have Ravage, so it's gonna take them a miracle for them to get this fight.
Oh, I'm afraid he's over on Mineski for the moment. Team Secret, they have to defend. SD buyback with no Ravage up. Mineski will go in deep. They go for the stun over the next assassin. Defensive disruption already used. Sunstrike. Potato will walk into it. He doesn't care. He'll take the damage. He knows this game belongs to them. With a Luna down for a full minute, Raging Potato keeping the last two Secret cores inside the base, while Miracle will finish the job. He needs this tier 4 tower gone. Nyx Assassin maybe a little bit too deep for him. Shuriken toss, the Spy Carapace again reflecting it. They initiate in. Mid one's the primary target. Jumps Invis. They have more damage, not enough to kill him before he gets back inside the fountain. And now they move their attention to Raging Potato. Not much mana left for him. Backing out a little bit more, but it may not matter. Miracle hitting into the fountain. He's not even joining the fight. Now he will. Now he looks at the damage. They pop down one. You can say goodbye to the Tidehunter. He'll fight back. Back in for the Anchor Smash. Reduce this at the attention of Miracle. Slow down that damage. They just keep fighting, and Team Secret refuse to give up just yet. Now they fortify up as well. They hold the line. The Sunstrike is trying to go on to Miracle. He's low with the elusive beam. Miracle, he jumps back out again. There's a lot of one charges. Ravage is still not back yet. Team Secret defending for what seems to be an eternity. Another jump KheZu. He's on the job. Keep Miracle low on damage. Now it's Jules' attempt. Now they jump in. Here comes your Ravage, but there's no Luna. They need more damage. Maybe with the Invoker they can do it. Team Secret hold the line. Can they? No, they can't. They're popping like corks around the fountain. And there it is. GG is the call. Mineski will take game 1 up against Team Secret.
This game